The empire moved on, efficiently, quietly, almost eagerly. The engagement was dissolved. The court adjusted. And within weeks, Elaine von Ardent stood beside Prince Dane as the empire's new future empress. Everything she had ever wanted was finally hers. And yet, find her. The command was soft, but the servants still flinched. Elaine stood before the window of her new chambers, fingers tightening slightly against the silk curtain. She didn't just leave, she continued, voice low. People don't disappear like that. My lady, the servant hesitated. Lady Leora left letters. The matter has already been. I am not asking what was announced. Elaine turned, and the room seemed to tighten around her. I am asking what is true. Silence, because the truth was, no one knew. A crack beneath the crown. At court, Elaine was flawless, smiling, graceful, perfect. She played the role well, perhaps too well, but behind closed doors, the questions would not stop. Why leave? Why now? Why without taking anything more than what was quietly arranged? Leora was not impulsive. She was not emotional. She was not weak. Elaine knew that better than anyone, which meant this was intentional. And that unsettled her. The first threads, bring me everything. It began with servants, then guards, then messengers. Who delivered the letters? Who saw her last? What route did she take? Who handled the arrangements? The answers came slowly, reluctantly. A private courier, my lady. No known family crest? They didn't speak. Paid in advance. Elaine's eyes narrowed. Not a servant, not a noble, something else. An outsider, she murmured. Or worse, someone Leora had chosen herself. The letter. She read it again, for the 10th time. I have chosen to leave the empire. Do not search for me. Do not expect my return. Elaine's lips pressed into a thin line. No anger, no hurt, no attachment, nothing. It was as if Leora had already cut them all away. An unfamiliar feeling. That night, sleep did not come easily. Elaine sat before her mirror, staring at her reflection. Perfect, untouched, crowned in everything Leora once stood for. I won. The words felt hollow. Her grip tightened on the edge of the table. Because this wasn't how it was supposed to feel. Leora was supposed to fight, to beg, to cling, to lose. Instead, she had simply left. And somehow, that felt worse. The prince notices. You're distracted. Elaine stilled. Prince Dane stood behind her, his reflection appearing in the mirror. Watching. Always watching. I am adjusting, she replied smoothly. His gaze lingered, longer than usual. She made her choice, he said. Whatever she's doing now, it no longer concerns us. Elaine met his eyes through the reflection. Doesn't it? A pause, subtle, then, I suppose not. But he didn't look convinced. And that, Elaine noticed. Obsession begins. The search continued, quietly, carefully. No official orders, no public inquiries, only whispers. Gold passed between hands, questions asked in shadows. Weeks turned into months. Nothing, no sightings, no rumors, no trace. It was as if Leora had vanished from the world entirely. The first hint. Then, finally, a whisper. A ship, one informant said cautiously. Private booking, no noble insignia. Elaine leaned forward. Destination? A pause. Unconfirmed, but trade routes suggest the Western continent. Silence filled the room. The Western continent. Unpredictable, uncontrolled, unfamiliar. Not a place for someone like Leora. Unless, Elaine's eyes darkened. No, not unless she had chosen it. The realization. For the first time, a thought settled in, clear, sharp, unavoidable. Leora had not fled. She had planned, and worse, she had succeeded. A quiet vow. Elaine rose slowly, the letter still clutched in her hand. Continue the search. My lady, we've already... I said continue. Her voice didn't rise. It didn't need to. Expand beyond the empire. A pause. Find merchants, traders, dock officials, anyone who might have seen her. Her gaze turned toward the horizon beyond the palace walls. Because somewhere, across the sea, Leora was alive. And building something. Elaine could feel it. "I don't care how long it takes," she whispered. "I will find her."